So Benchmade Contego. Just picked this up 4 or 5 days ago in Reno on a R&R day. I owned one of these 4 or 5 years ago. Didn't like it at the time, but been kind of looking at them again. And it was kind of lacking in my Benchmade collection, so I went ahead and picked it up. And I'm glad I did. This time around, I actually do appreciate and like this knife. So it's about a 4-inch blade, M4 steel, 62 to 64 HRC, 1600ths of an inch or so. And then the handle width is about a little over, it said 5500ths. And it weighs almost 6 ounces, upwards of 6 ounces, I believe. And overall, it's about 9¼ inches with handle and blade. Axis lock. So, yeah, I'm super stoked with it. It's got perfect centering. And this is kind of a stump top review. Big ass tree, somebody fell. Wasn't us. But we have been out here snagging along a road. There's a road right above us. But this was from a few days back. So now we're back in. This is actually, well, there's still snags in here to cut. So that's what we're in here doing. But figured I'd take a minute. So here it is next to my AFO, which I always have with me. I also have my buck. But yeah, it's a great knife. So this is going to be kind of a preliminary review, and then I'll do one follow-up at some point, maybe later this fall. But it's got that lowrider pocket clip. It's got that glass breaker. And it's a great knife. And it is a good grind on it, too. Very cute. You have to pardon the radio. Okay, so I cut that out. Every time we get radio traffic, I'll probably shut that down. But yeah, it's Osborne design. M4 steel. Sorry, pardon my hands. They're about as clean as they're going to be. But anyway, good hard use knife. I mean, it has a thick piece of M4 steel. Yeah, another interruption. M4 steel, 1600ths, 4 inches long. Awesome blade cut or blade design, blade grind. That reverse Tano, I guess. I don't know. I really like this knife. Good ergos. Perfect. We had a gripping knife. Kind of everything works out. You can see how that falls like that. I don't have a real issue. Plus, I like choking up, which is actually better. Only issue is the serrations of the handle. So I don't know. I guess I'll get used to it. Maybe I'll do something with it about it with a Dremel tool. There's many videos out there talking about that, how aggressive of jimping and whatnot these handles have, and it is. I think the G10 will wear down a little bit, but the liners are very well raised above the G10. Kind of uncomfortable, but I think either A, you get used to it. It's not really it's definitely a hard use knife, don't get me wrong, but you definitely would want to use them with gloves if you're going to be like yarding on wood or making long high torque cuts. And I think it's just plain old designed to wear with gloves, honestly, because the way that how much room you have between the handle and that the thumb stud. I mean, there's plenty of room to get a glove in there. I think that's what the idea behind this is zero slip, high traction grip. Yeah, it's a really fine knife. I really like the gray coating they put on this. Definitely wouldn't want to have gotten a black. I mean, I definitely would prefer this over black, because I think they used to advertise it as gray Cerakote. Now it's just gray Cerakote or gray coating. But I think it's pretty aesthetically pleasing. And with the logo, I mean, it looks, I don't know how it's turned out on camera, but it's pretty nice. The print. Basically like a large 940, I guess. I don't have a 940. They have a 9400 now, auto. Maybe I'll pick one of those up at one point. But I guess I can do a little comparison here, size-wise. Weights are about the same. I think this was 5.8 ounces, and this is that's what this is. And if you kind of put them end to end, yeah, that 810 Contego is a little bit bigger, definitely wider like this. And I can even bust out the old 710, or what is this, 110, buck 110. So buck 110, Benchmade 810. Yeah, looking back at that grind, I mean, it's pretty thin behind the edge, honestly. Like, I think even more so than the Crooked River. So it might actually be a better slice than the Crooked River. Another thing I've been doing is every day I eat an orange or two, and I do peel it and slice it with this knife, and I haven't noticed any discoloration on the edge. Maybe, but then I whittle some wood or whatever, it'll come off. But I haven't had any. Of course, it's very high and dry where we're at. I'm at probably 5,500 feet now, Northern California, and it's very dry. Obviously, everybody knows this is, in the future, if you watch this, this is 2020 or 2020, very bad fire season, or very good, depending how you look at it. It's definitely burning some stuff that needs to be burnt, burning things that don't need to be burnt too, unfortunately. This was a lightning caused fire though I'm on, and not arson. So if you're in Oregon and you're dealing with
Ryan, you up on that?
So anyway, yeah. If you're in Oregon, you're dealing with the arson fires.
Water tender E50.
Sorry for all the interruptions, but yeah. Arson fires, I do feel bad for those folks because I did live in that I-5 corridor in Oregon. I was down in Willamette Valley for a while, but anyway, very aggressive fire behavior we've had up here. I've been here 14 days, and then we're in our next 7, so pushing 20 days on this fire, and then I got another 8 to go. Then head home and then get back on another one, or maybe back here, you never know. But I just wanted to shoot a video on this. Also, I picked up one of these bad boys. I'll do a video on that. Rat 2. This one actually was a replacement because I had one for a couple weeks and then I lost it. But I love the thing so much that I went and bought another one. So I've got it at Cabela's. It's a Os 8, but it's got a coated blade and this tan handle. Great. These knives are great. For 30 bucks, I would have to think it's one of the best $30 knives you can get. So I'll do a video on this as well. But I just wanted to shoot one on that. Actually, I could probably put them up here side to side for a little comparison. That Rat 2 is a small knife. And the Rat 1 is good too, but I have so many other large knives, I kind of wanted a smaller size, and this is a good one. It fits right in your pocket. So anyway, hope you all have a good day. Sorry for I might not post this, but I do post it. Obviously, it'll be up.
Water tender E501.
There again.
Water tender 496.
Interruptions. Apologies. If I do post this video, obviously you'll see it. It'll be up. And then I'm going to do another follow-up on this. Unless this is so convoluted, then I'll just delete it and do it again at some other point. I only have a minute here and there to try to do this. And there's a lot of traffic on the radio, and I cannot turn the radio off, obviously. So, awesome knife. If you've been looking at one of these, I would go ahead and get it. You might have to modify the handle if you like. Me, I may or may not. Might just deal with it because I do love the thing. All right. Take her easy. Hope you have a good day.